Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. And guess what, everybody? My audio's crispy now. Yeah! Oh man, I can't even tell you how happy I am right now. This is the very first episode that I'll have made on this channel using my brand new audio equipment. And as you can tell, my excitement is basically boiling over the bowl right now, which is simply fantastic. I've been waiting so long to have like some super legit recording equipment, and now I have it. It set me back about $200, but you know what? Sometimes that's just an expense that you gotta go out there and make, and I don't regret it for 1 second. I'm really enjoying this to the full extent of the law in the state of Oregon, so it's all good. And for those of you that are wondering what it is that I am using, I'd be glad to let you in on a little secret, which by me telling you would actually no longer make it a secret. It would just be, you know, public domain information. And, well, you know what? We'll do that anyways, because I just like talking about stuff. So what we're going to be doing today, by the way, whilst I talk about it, we're going to go down here to the Pond of Happiness. It's where I was trying to go at the end of last episode, but I kind of got a little flustered in the brain and kind of got lost in it all. So we're gonna travel over there. I have one other place I want to go in this episode as well before we kind of make our way to the next dungeon. So we're gonna be kind of running a little bit of errands, I suppose, in this episode, but it's all good. So anywho, so I finally decided to retire the Snowflake mic, which I'm kind of sad, man. I mean, granted, this microphone is way better, but that thing was, you know, I kind of get not like super emotional or like I'm not like breaking down into tears like, you know, something on the Lifetime channel or something, but I mean, I used it for 2 or 3 years. You know, it got me, you know, I had a lot of good times talking into that mic. You know, I had a lot of weird-ass stories that would, that were a lot to handle. So, you know, it's always kind of a bummer when you gotta, you know, retire equipment. But I now have the pleasure of using an MXL R144 microphone, using a Sterling Audio professional mesh pop filter to filter out those hard S, C's, and P's, because hey, if you're not filtering out the P, you're getting urine everywhere, and that's a big problem. So there we go. Take some rupees, but don't tell anyone I gave them to you. Keep this between us, okay? Damn, 300? I mean, I didn't need all those. I totally maxed it out already, but I'll bet there's something nice and awesome that you're hiding behind this wall over here. Let's check it out. Jeez. Oh, and I just got a ESPN thing. And Memphis lost. Well, that sucks. That's okay. It's not super important. They were playing Tulsa, so what do you do? Alright, well, all those 4 chests were totally not necessary at all. However, in one of those crazy Zelda randomized runs, that would have been like an amazing room to walk into. You could have had all sorts of stuff come out of that. Okay, so let's make our way over there. So yeah, I'm using the mic. I'm using that MXL mic with the pop filter. I've got this crazy, like super sturdy desktop mic stand that's like, the thing's like more sturdy than my own skeleton. It's fucking crazy. Like you could definitely use this as a full weapon to bash somebody's skull in and go to prison for the rest of your life. Like that's how sturdy this thing is. It's insane. And I have it sitting on a TV tray because of the fact that I totally ran out of desktop space. And so, I mean, this is what I gotta roll with. So it's a little janky, but you know, it's working for me. I'm totally down with it. And then the other part of it is I have all this running through my Behringer Euphoria UM2 audio interface. So I've got my microphone plugged into that. I got them 48 volts of phantom power, which I think is one of the coolest terms in the world. And so that's how it's all working. And then it just plugs in USB into the back of my tower. So everything is fucking great. So we're gonna do the whole thing with this. You gotta throw rupees in here and it'll say, oh, you became happier by 1 step, and all this whole luck-based thing. What we have to do, though, before we get anything tangible out of it, is we have to put 100 rupees in there, which I think is excessively tedious, but you know what? It's fine. It just seems weird to me that we couldn't just be like, hey, you know, just like have you walk away and engage it again. You literally got to run out of this place fucking 4 times. I don't know. It seems a little bit much to me, but I'm not gonna worry about it. It's fun. Dude, I need to take a shower, man. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Like, I took a shower this morning. Let's not get this twisted. It's not like I didn't shower today. I took a shower today, but like my feet are just it's unbelievable, and not in a good way. It's not like they smell like, you know, like something fantastic. It's not like one of those Glade plugins where it smells like you know, like Fraser Pine or something. I mean, it smells mysteriously, which is weird because I didn't really even do anything today. Like, I had a pretty uneventful day at work. All right, let's try this. Let's go back in there one more time. 'Cause I think we were at 80, weren't we? I forget. Well, I guess we're gonna find out real quick now, aren't we? Okay, let's do it. Yep, there it is. All right, what's up, Jugs? I will make your wish come true. I definitely want to carry more bombs right now. I feel like bombs are certainly much more important than arrows. Like, even at the end of the game, I think that 30 arrows will still be fine with that. So having the availability for 15 arrows is certainly better. Okay, well, here we go. But yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like my feet, for some reason, like they smell like I went and jumped in the back of like an egg truck and just like squashed a whole bunch of those in like 105-degree Arizona heat, and then we drove down the freeway for like 150 miles with like the back of the truck just wide open, and so just hot busted eggs. Like, that's that's what I'm getting out of this, and it is not okay. It is like it's I'm not gonna say it's making me queasy, but it's not making me not queasy. So, you know, it's pretty excessively disgusting. So that is now something that you can't unhear, and you're gonna live with that for the rest of your life. Now, oh yeah, we can go over here. There's totally a little healer lady in the cave. Ow, God, that had hurt really bad. So I think that as soon as I'm done filming this thing, I am totally gonna go and take a shower. Now that I'm not having severe plumbing problems in my house. It was crazy, man. We the other night, I had to go pee, and so I went into the house, and I just went in the bathroom, and I went pee, and like, I didn't really think much of it at the moment, but as I'm in there peeing, I heard like this just like this kind of type of sound, and I was like, I wonder what the hell's making that noise, because I couldn't really pinpoint where it was coming from. And so, like, my first thought was, well, you know what, maybe it's just like a toilet running or something. Maybe it's like in my grandma's room. And so I was like, all right, well, whatever. And I went and drained the old main vein there. And oh, wait a minute, I need to get the magic powder from her. Holy shit, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, all right, getting items and shit. All right, this is good. I forget what happens if you sprinkle that on these weird, like, dancing fish-looking dudes. Does something good happen out of that? Oh, that's great. Ow! Okay, yeah, I still can't do that. I don't know why I said ow. Like, that didn't actually physically hurt me at all. That was... yeah, whatever. But... yeah, and so I went and did my business and I left. And I went back in there, like, a few hours later to do it again. And I could still hear that sound. And I was like, well, that's weird. Like, why is that noise still, a thing that's going on? And so I went to go pee again, and then I put my foot, like, right by the toilet, and I stepped in a puddle of water, and I was like, oh, shit. this can't be good. And I was like, well, what is the toilet leaking out of itself? And I looked down, and there's seriously just like a big puddle of water, and I was like, oh, no. And so I opened up the cupboard under the sink, and it was just spraying water everywhere in there, and I was like, fuck, we busted a pipe, and everything down there was just sopping wet. We had to turn the water off. It was all bad. So we finally got it all fixed up, which is good. I'd rather not have to go and, like, brush my teeth and all this stuff out in the kitchen sink and whatever. Not like it's a huge inconvenience, but just weird, Not to mention it's a lot longer to walk when when it's like 3 or 4 in the morning and I'm like looking out of a half of an eye. Hello there. Did you drop this? Yes, I did. By the way, she's totally got like the flowers in her hair. She's got the Snapchat filter like 20 plus years before it happened. She's got it down, and she's got the sparkly thing going on. She's got it down. I like an honest person. I'll give you something better in return. And then she disappears, and he's like, wait, could you please come back? He's like, wait a minute, I got an idea. I have an idea. I got more things I can get from her, which, by the way, the red boomerang is so sick. I love it. I love the fact that it's got it's got the sparkle trail on it. I think that's really cool. It's a very small detail, but I think we can also upgrade the shield this way too, can't we? Oh, baby, you're coming back, aren't you? There we go. There's a lot of delay in that. Hello. You're back. Did you drop this? You need to get, like, the Vaseline off your hands. I think you're getting a little too crazy with that. Yes, I did drop it, by the way. I like an honest person. Let me bend over and get this thing for you. He's like, yes, please do that. Let me see the jugs. And so he does, and then we get the awesome shield that we can now defend ourselves against fireballs with. So everything is great. Now the upgrades are complete, so actually, you know what? There's one more that I want to do that I think we have the means to get. So we'll have to see if I can get it. It's actually the one that I tried to get at the end of the last episode, back in the graveyard, but I have to go to the Dark World first, and it's all really just like a precision exercise. If I can manage to get myself in just the right position, I can probably pull it off. I've seen people do it without having to get the upgraded Titan's Mitt, which I forgot how to do that. I don't know if you can do that in there. I think that I think you get that later on in the game. So we'll just have to see what comes out of that. But yeah, dude, bad plumbing has been kind of a thing that's been happening this week. For like bad plumbing and poor electricity are been like things that have kind of polluted my life for the week. We lost power multiple times at the store. We've had the plumbing issue here at home. It's been pretty disastrous over the last 72 to 96 hours. But hey, it's all good now. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Let's go. Plus, oh dude, I gotta tell you guys, this fucking lady. Every once in a while, every once in a blue moon, we'll get some choice customers that have like crazy tirades over the phone, and I've told you guys about a lot of them. But I had a lady today, and she's been the butt of many a joke on this show here, and she deserves all of them because she's fucking nuts. But this lady, okay, let's see if I can do this. I don't know if it's gonna work though. Where's the... Oh, it's all the way down there. Shit. I was like, why can't I activate this thing right now? And it all made sense afterwards. Okay, well, let's go back real quick and do the thing here, because I really want to try and see if I can get this. I know there's a way to get it done, but we'll see. So yeah, so this lady calls, and she calls, and she is super drunk, and I guess that she wanted us to order like some herbs for her, and she's just like saying all this shit doesn't even make any sense. Like I wasn't actually the one taking the call. My coworker Blake was actually the one that was in the call with her. I went the wrong way again, and so I'm just kind of like being a fly on the wall and listening to him talking to her, because I saw her name come up on the caller ID, so I knew it was her, and I was like, oh boy. And so he's talking to her, and he's just like, I'm kind of getting like the gist of what's going on just from like his dialogue. She calls all the time and always wants to know like the exact moment that we're going to be getting certain orders in. And he's talking to her, and he's like, well, as far as I know, we haven't sent that order in, but as soon as we do, like, we'll give you a call and let you know. And from the sounds of it, he's like looking at me like, what the fuck, man? I guess she was like totally just cursing him out and just like yelling and screaming at him. And like throwing F-bombs, fuck this, fuck that. I need to get my fucking shit right now. I can't believe that you stupid piece of shit assholes aren't, I ordered this and I expect it to be ordered right away because I've got all this mold, and it's fucking destroying me from the inside, man. It's just driving me insane. I don't even know what to do. This part of the dialogue came when I talked to her later on in the day, because she called like 8 more times. But this is kind of the gist of what he was telling me she was saying. And he's like, I'm sorry, but like we can't just turn around and order this product like right away right now. It's not something that we can do. Speaking of things that I can't do, I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually get this item right now. I'll have to see, but it's not looking too promising right now. I thought that there was a place I could go to do this, but I don't know if I can, to be 100% honest with you. Let's at least check. I just need to get to this other side here so I can beam myself in, but I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, I can. Oh, I think I can do it. I think I need to use the hook shot, though. If those things are actually on screen, then it'll you know, work with me. We'll try it at least. If not, then, well, we'll just have to figure it out another time. Because we'll eventually come around on that side of the world later, but... Oh, hey, there we go. Okay, we're good. I take it all back. But yeah, so she's totally going crazy, and in a moment of sheer brilliance by Blake, this was so awesome. I was so happy when he did this. Like, he gets to a point, and like, I don't blame him at all for this. But he's like, when she was going on her crazy, you know, cursing tirade or whatever, he's like, okay, look, I'm not, you know, I can only take so much of this, so if you're, like, he's like, I'm not going to allow you to sit here and talk to me like this, so if you're going to continue talking that way, I'm going to hang up the phone on you. And, oh, here we go. What? Hold on a minute. I thought I could go through this. Hold on a second. Oh, damn it. Hold on. I could have sworn that I could have gone through that. Do I have to, like... Oh, I think I have to charge into it, actually. I think I gotta... Oh, come on. You're killing me with that. I love the mirror sound as much as the next guy, but give me a break. But yeah, he's like, so if you keep talking to me like that, then I'm gonna have to hang up the phone on you. And so she like calms down for a second. Yeah, there we go. She calms down for a second, and then I guess she goes back into it. And I'm looking at him like starting to laugh because I can see how much it's like starting to bother him. And he's like, all right, I'm hanging up, bye. And he just hangs up on her and turns the phone off, and I just lost it. I ran out the front door of the store, and I was just like, you actually hung up on her, huh? And he's like, dude, she was going crazy. She's just sitting there saying, like, fuck this, fuck that. You know, you guys never fucking help me whenever I need you to, and I expect you guys to have these things done for me, you know, pretty much at my beck and call. And so, you know, I could see where it would piss a guy off. It's kind of fucked up. And so, and we tried to reason with her numerous times. We tried to tell her, look, like, we will order it as soon as we have availability. Like, we have to have other things on this order, you know, otherwise we have to pay an additional penalty for not hitting the minimum order requirement. And, like, she just wasn't having any of it. She just totally wasn't having any of it. And she does this, man. Like, she'll get wasted and she'll call us, and she'll just talk about the same thing over and over and over again. So after that conversation happened, oh god, no. Okay, here we go. Let's go back through here. We good now? We good? Okay, we're not gonna get thrown back into the void again. Fantastic. Glad to hear it. So in all of that, I guess she ends up, like, she called back again, and that's when I got that piece of dialogue out of her, that all this mold is like eating through her fillings in her teeth, and it's destroying her from the inside out, and she doesn't know what to do, and it's, you know, she's going crazy, and the pothead that lives in the apartment right above her is stealing things from her and stealing her cat food, and you know, leaving bits and pieces of it all over the place, and he's taunting her, and she calls the cops, and and they refuse to do anything because they're siding with the pothead because it's a conspiracy that ever since she moved here from Wisconsin after her baker parents totally ruined her digestive system from the inside by feeding her bread when she was younger. You know? Like, this is the type of shit I have to hear from her all the time. And I had to go through this conversation with her like 5 times in the span of 30 minutes. Like, we'd go through it, she'd go through the same, you know, set of dialogue, then she'd be like, when are you guys gonna order this stuff? I need this stuff right now. And I'd tell her the same story, and she'd be like, okay, bye. And then like 10 minutes later, she'd call back again, and it would be in like the exact same order. She would say all the same things in the exact same order, and it's like, what in the... Like, is this like a prank that's being played on me right now, or what? I don't even understand. It's just insanity. But, you know, eventually it all worked itself out. She finally started to sober up a little bit, thank God. And she finally started coming to her senses a little bit. But, dude, it was a lot to handle. It was really a lot to handle. And it started testing my patience, like, really hardcore. But eventually she kind of, you know, got hold of herself, and it was fine. But dude, drunken phone calls, I wish just one of these days that I would have the frame of mind to record one of them. I feel like that's like against the law or something to do. Like against like without their consent, but I want to do it so bad so that you guys can hear one of these real gems of a conversation. It is it is unbelievable. Ooh, okay, this is good. This is actually good for multiple reasons. We can catch another one in a jar, and I can totally grab the other ones. All right. This is good. All right, guys. Well, you know what? I think we're going to stop right here because I didn't realize how much time had gone by. So when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, we're going to head up towards the Lost Woods up there because our next dungeon calls for it. So we're going to totally do that. And I think that there's some other little secret things that we can do when we get to the village. So we'll check that out. But until then, my friends, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.